Hi, Pearl. This is MrShowTym, the great Showtym speaking. Right now, you'll be relieved to know that this time around, I come as friend, not as foe. I know you saw the thumbnail, right? Hey, listen. It's just purely for clickbait, right? Because this specific message needs to be heard. So listen, I know I've made several videos, speaking against you, how I'm at odds with you. But listen, I just want you to know this. In this particular video, I'm actually going to give you some career advice, regardless of the number of subscribers I have. You want to redeem yourself? Then pay attention, yeah? MrShowTym is not offended by the statements and the bad taste of the statements you made with your interview with Nick Fuentes. As a matter of fact, I heard that some of the guys like Anthony Brian Logan, they tried to warn you that you shouldn't be bringing on Nick Fuentes on your show to begin with, because now look at the PR damage that you put yourself in. You claim to be a tradcon type of woman, and as a traditional woman, you could not even listen to the men that were telling you that Nick Fuentes is bad news. Now, this is coming from someone who doesn't really, or hasn't really seen why people do not want to touch Nick Fuentes, but the only thing I have against Nick Fuentes is his insults to King Rich's girlfriend, of which you should have defended him and you did not. So that's my only gripe against you if I had to criticize you. Aside from that, the statements that were made throughout the interview, I could not find anything offensive. Now, Pearl, if you want to redeem yourself amongst the, black Manosphere, you're gonna have to do the following, right? Firstly, although you should never have brought Nick Fuentes on your show to begin with, MrShowTym suggests that you should bring him back to your show. Only this time, you should pin him up against someone like, I would have recommended King Rich's to pin Nick Fuentes against King Rich's. Let those two have a go at each other. Especially now there's tensions considering Nick Fuentes insulted King Rich's, but I'm pretty sure King Rich's would not want to do it. So I suggest bringing on someone like Dr. Umar Johnson. Have Nick Fuentes debate Dr. Umar Johnson and let those two have a go at each other. And you just simply lay back and just simply moderate as a host. I'm pretty sure people want to see that. A self-proclaimed white supremacist versus a obvious black supremacist. That would be quite a spectacle. The public would eat it up. Right? And another thing, you have to do some dick riding, bro. Figuratively speaking, in the form of you're gonna have to advocate for the problems that black boys are going through. So we have a lot of the in the corporate environment, you have a lot of females that are being employed, and you have a lot of black boys being left out in the cold night to fend for themselves, jobless and unemployed, have nowhere else to go, right? Men have been castrated out of society. They can't participate. So with your numbers, Pearl, with your number of subscriptions, you have the numbers, you have the audience, right? use your platform now to advocate directly for issues of and the plights of what black men are going through specifically. Bring in academics in the corporate environment and debate them and express black men's issues directly. Talk about how the corporate environment needs to cater for black boys to better their reading skills at an 8th grade level. Something along those lines. You need to right now. You need to advocate and pander for the issues of black boys and black men specifically. Right? Really go in depth and pander. Right? You're gonna have to really pander directly for black men, and that's gonna earn you some brownie points once again amongst the the black manosphere and your black audience. They would really appreciate that, because Pearl, I do not deem you as a racist at all. Just like how plenty of black folks are making videos on the internet. No, that's not what I believe. I do not think you are a quote unquote racist at all. No, I think you have a good heart, and I think now you have the potential to redeem yourself. Start advocating for the plight of black men directly, and you will see yourself being in the good books of the black manosphere, of which you chose to operate. Because quite frankly, you saw weakness. You saw the Stockholm syndrome. You saw the weakness of black men who simp. Right? Kudos to you. You saw an opportunity and you took it from a hustler's point of view. But remember what I said. Bring back Nick Fuentes, pin him up against Dr. Umar Johnson, have those two have a spat at each other. And then from here on out, advocate and pander to the plights of black men specifically. You've been listening to the MrShowTym showcast, and Pearl, I would love to talk to you in the future. I would have loved to talk to you during the Mumia Obsidian show live stream. That didn't happen. But consider my advice and think about it. Cheers.